Hi, my name is Ellen Martin, and I hope to be a part of the Young Challenger meeting at the Global Social Business Summit. From as early as I can remember, I have cared passionately for my community. That meant going off to university where I studied international development and globalization. I was a social science student to the core, doing enough research paper writing to last me a lifetime. What I learned during my degree was that our society is facing increasingly complex challenges, including disease and illness, education, the environment, and failing infrastructure. And our traditional systems of fragmentation between the private sector, public sector, and charitable sector is failing to solve our thorniest social problems. What I learned is that business as usual isn't working anymore. But I do believe there's a fundamental shift underway in the way our society understands who does good versus who makes profit. It is no longer up to government and nonprofits to do good and business to only make money. So why do I care about social business? Because I envision a world where all citizens take ownership over creating the world they wish to live in. Where in business, shareholder interest universally becomes stakeholder interest, and businesses make decisions based on the broader context in which they work. And a world where sectors are no longer fragmented and instead are working together toward a common goal of a fair and just society. I believe social entrepreneurship is the means through which we can achieve this reality. If I were to attend the Global Social Business Summit Young Challengers meeting, I would bring a diverse range of perspectives. As a young Canadian woman, I bring the perspective of a social entrepreneur working in a developed country context. In my home province of Ontario, Canada, I work as an enabler and leader within the social economy, both on the demand and supply side of the market. I bridge this perspective with my experience working in India among rural social entrepreneurs who live in a vastly different context. I'm a recent graduate from the University of Ottawa where I studied international development and globalization. I am currently the Chief Operations Officer at Sojo, a social enterprise based in Toronto, Canada. We are building an online learning platform for young people who want to use business to improve the world. Before joining Sojo, I worked for a year at the Mars Centre for Impact Investing, the leader in building the Canadian impact investing marketplace in Canada, as the managing editor of socialfinance.ca and the Education and Engagement Fellow. I also spent 4 months working with a nonprofit in northern India called Seva Mandir, where I researched and supported the development of micro-enterprises in rural villages. These diverse experiences have shaped my perspectives and will allow me to offer a range of insights at the Young Challengers meeting. The one thing I do know for sure is that I have much more to learn about this growing movement globally. I would love to share the experiences I have gained and a Canadian perspective, but more importantly, I am keen to bring an open learner's mind to this forum in order to take home the perspectives of youth from around the world. Thank you for taking the time to consider my application, and I hope to have the opportunity to participate in this meeting.